Hello and welcome to our channel, Loving Handcrafts by BMW. This is Brenda. So today I'm bringing you an Easter project. I was inspired by a project that I saw on Design Space because I was looking for something to do for Easter for my nephews. And I came across this box by Carol's Cricket Creations. So she had this box, treat box, and I just made a few modifications just because it's going to little hands and little guys. So just made this my own. And so I'm going to show you what I did. I will share her landing page to Cricut Design Space. So just so you know, and fair warning, I'm going to take you over to Design Space. You do need Cricut access for some of the images that I'm using, but you can make do with whatever you have. So I'm going to show you how this box came together. It was really nice and neat. I really enjoyed making it. So bear with me while I move over to the other, where I share my screen for Design Space.
Okay, so here's Design Space that I'm in. So you're on my canvas. So there's a couple of components to this. Her box actually had like little, and I hid it. She had other items that I didn't want to, let's see. Yeah, she had a bow in there. That's just her other design. I think she had some birds. So she had an image for Happy Easter. Let me see. Okay, that's the second color she was using. That's for your vellum. I'm sorry, for your what do you call that? Oh, acetate, because there was an acetate layer. Let's see. There was also on this. I didn't delete anything from her original project. I just hid them on my canvas. I'm just trying to get this to go. Okay, yeah. So those were her elements that she chose to use. And she used you can use a cuffler or a print. But I didn't want to use the birds. These are little dudes, so I didn't know if the birds would translate well for Easter. So I needed to be more explicit and tell them that this was for Easter. So I just didn't delete her stuff. I just hid it because, I may want to go back and use it again, and no need to download it again. So what I ended up doing is I didn't change much. So I just added my own images to customize this box on this treat box. So I just went into images and then just typed in Easter. I can get it my cursor in the right spot and just saw what came up. And then what I was really looking for, so I changed my operation to print and cut because I knew I was going to use my vinyl sticker paper. So I was really looking for Easter related items that I could turn into stickers so that I could just stick them on the box. So there's one thing. I got this thing. That's really cute. I like these little fluffy items. I don't know when they started showing up, but they're really cool. So you could go through if you have Cricut access and just pick a few items. I bookmarked a few things. Easter fun. Let me see. Kind of like, and I was looking kind of say, oh, these are cute. Let's just play with one of these. So I'm going to bookmark it and then I'm going to add it to my canvas. And when you bookmark it and then when you add it to your canvas, it'll show here and then it'll turn green. That's pretty cool. It's pretty clever. So yeah, I just went through and picked a few items that I thought was clever and interesting. And if I'm going to use some sticker paper anyway, I might as well do a few stickers. Oh, that's kind of cute. So the idea was when I sized these, I didn't want them to be so big this is a free one. Free snack groups. And I want them to be so big that they cover up the entire circle for my acetate because they're going to go right here. like right in this area. So I just kind of sized them down where they wouldn't cover in over that. And my idea was to kind of put them on a bias like that, like an Easter, and just snap it on. And these are guys, so these are young boys, so I'm not going to do a whole lot around this, just like a little sticker for them. And then what I ended up doing was, let me write this up. I used the new create a sticker feature, which I absolutely love. Just going to say it's my all-time favorite enhancement that Cricut has done. So I just clicked on sticker, create sticker. Then I'm going to do a die cut because I wasn't doing a kiss cut because I just needed them to pop off the paper. I wasn't trying to make a sticker sheet and then they can peel them off themselves. So I didn't want any border. And then I just clicked apply. And then the magic happened. And then it turned it into a sticker. And then that was great. And then now I have an extra sticker. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So now I have an extra sticker and everything. Okay. So the next thing I did was, this is your acetate. I didn't necessarily cut this out, so I'm going to hide that because I can just cut a square. I mean, my Cricut didn't need to cut the acetate for me because I'm just going to cut a square of acetate. And then this was, so this is your, let me back up. This is your main construction for your book, for your box. I'm down too low. So that's the main construction for your tree box. This is the roof. Now, the box would look perfectly fine without the roof. You don't necessarily have to put the roof on, but I went ahead and put out the whole shebang bang. I wanted the whole thing. But you didn't have to. You can make it your own. You could eliminate this layer and you just have like a milk carton box. That would work too. So this is shingles, and I think it uses a pen. And yeah, so let me go click on make it so you can kind of see the different elements, and then I'll take you over to my other side of my craft room so we can cut it out. Okay, so here are my stickers, which I am not going to be, I've already cut those out. So I did a little pre-prep. This is the shingle layer, and it uses a pen. And then for this, I changed my mat size to 8.5 by 11 because I had some tan cardstock that I was using. And then this is the construction for your basically a birdhouse, and then your roof structure so that you can attach the tiles. So I'm going to take you over to the other side of my craft room. And we will cut this out and enjoy, and I'll bring you back on the other side for assembly.
Okay, so we're back. And then just to get a look at this box again, I got a little shadow going. There we go. A little bit better. Um, you can see the construction of the box. So let me say this. If you didn't like the roof hanging on your box, you could simply, now you've got a lot more real estate to decorate. Miss Carol had glued this together and glued this together like so. But I'm thinking, how are those little hands going to open this and get into the trees? Because they're little guys, you know? So I was like, how to walk myself out of that puzzle? Well, I said, let me punch a hole in here, 2 holes, and then I can take some twine, and I'm all about the speckle, and then just create a simple bow with the twine, and then they can untie the bow, lift off the top, and get to the trees. Because this box is closed. I mean, we closed it up with glue, as you can see. That was like my little nephews aren't gonna like. I don't want them to destroy the box to get to the candy, I guess is what I'm saying that I'm gonna put in here. So I said I've got a hole puncher now. If I didn't design this, so I would have designed it with that option in mind, like on the canvas with 2 holes, so my Cricut could cut it out, the 2 holes. But I just used my little manual hole punch. Sometimes you got to go low tech. I'm not gonna fiddle with that. Put that back together. So before I move on the cut pieces, so here are the cut pieces here. I use a little bit of ink blending on the top tips of the roofs. I mean, I didn't lay it out like exactly like she had. I just laid it out any old way. It doesn't really matter. Make it your own. So that was the cut piece for the roofs. This is the main structure, and just so you know, I didn't have any pattern paper for this, but you could use pattern paper. You didn't use solid. But I had a stencil that I wanted to play with, and I don't do a lot of stenciling, so this wasn't a perfect excuse to practice my stenciling. So I have the stencil of the month from Spellbinders, so it's the spring stencil background, and I use that stencil to stencil over this. See, so this is my mask. This is my stencil that I used. Then, so we're going to look at that. Then I had some of this Harold's Art ombre ink that I'm going to use to do on the roof. Although it is a detail, but I still want this to match my house. Even though all of this will be covered, it's a good thing for me to practice stenciling. So that's what I'm going to do now. I didn't do it. I didn't need you to watch me stencil on here, and I'm not the best at it, just to be honest. So that's my stenciling thing that I'm going to make it my own. Oh, and by the way, I hung on to this when I did stencil so I could stick it back in here. I always hang on to these because you never know. Now, this could be used for something else. And put that to the side. And then here are my stickers. I've lost some stickers. So I'm going to use this sticker. I've got this one. I don't know what, but I'm going to probably use these 2 stickers on that. And then when I'm thinking about for an extra surprise, I don't know where my other stickers went. I cut them all out. Here's the stick one. Oh, okay. For extra surprise, I think after on the film, I'm gonna go back and just do like a small sticker sheet, like 2 stickers, and just stick them in there for them. Kids love stickers. I love stickers. I'm an adult and I love stickers. So it sends me to my happy place. So I'm gonna lay those to the side. So the first thing I'm gonna do is do some stenciling on this. This is the roof piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do my folds. For my spores, again, perfectly fine. You don't have to do with the roof piece, but I think it just adds a little extra to the piece, and I just think it does top it off. This thing came together so fast. The Cricut did most of the work. That's the idea with roof tile. So I just wanted to do that first. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat, which I need to be careful. So just so you know, when I did this on this piece, although I had my silicone mask, I could have did a better job. But it's being folded, and I'm not going to really worry about it. I use some Gina K masking magic to kind of help it stay in place as I got through some good robber shape to get through this. It's not perfectly square. So I'm going to take this way. So my roof goes this way, and my flowers, but I guess it doesn't really matter because this is going to get covered. I'm just going to kind of keep them in the same orientation. So I don't need the masking magic on this. Let's make sure I can get all of it in. Butterfingers right now. Okay, let's just turn it this way. There we go. So with the silicone, you really don't need the masking tape up, and this is Cricut. Let's get it on there straight, Brenda. You don't really need the mask to hold it down. I'm going to use it anyway. Okay, so I got a new toy. It's from Otnu. It's this big hunka blending brush. And I got this Hero Art just because now you don't have to do this ombre thing. I just didn't want to be bothered with pulling out 3 colors. So, yeah, and the silicone, okay, doing too much, going too fast. The silicone should allow, and it's still not straight. The silicone should grab the the silicone, sorry, my head's in the way, should grab onto the stencil. I don't know what my damage is today. I still can't get it straight. It almost feels like it's crooked. Okay, but I'm not going to worry about it. Sometimes you just got to go with it. Okay, that's why I got the masking magic on there. And I'll just hold it like this. Okay, so let's get going. Yeah, this helps keep it in place too. And see, now it's moving. This is why I don't like stenciling. This crap starts to move on me, and I probably need to tape this down. I mean, crap, some tape. I'm cold in the middle. So keep on tapping. Hey, maybe this will solve my problem. The crap moving. But can't just take it. Just can't take it. See, now my stencil moved. And so now, but you know what? It's going to be covered. So the only thing that's going to be visible is this piece. So I'm not going to cry. But I want to do more stenciling. And I don't do a lot of stenciling only because when I think I got it down, something like that happens and I'm so discouraged. But sometimes you just got to keep going. Now, I'm not putting down a lot of color on this because, like I said, this is going to be covered. But what I want to do is go back over the center and make sure I go deeper in this color, because that's the only thing that's going to be showing, really. But this gives me a chance to practice stenciling. That's why I wanted to do it. And I don't do stenciling. I haven't stenciled. I haven't done a dedicated video on stenciling. And I might. It will hurt. Because I'm still learning. Oh, and then I'm going to take this. Clean this up. So I won't have to worry about it when I use it for next time. And then I will clean it up. And yeah, that's all I needed. So like I said, only this top part's going to be showing. So I wanted to match my house. So you can see these drip. Again, you can hang on to those. Just going to keep them. Can use them over and over again, especially if you're going to use this color, that ombre color again, which I probably will.
I did not fall in that.
All right, so I'm going to clean my stencil. I'm going to have some, you want to clean your stencil. And I forgot, let me go grab some alcohol real quick. I'm making a mess. I'm making a mess. My husband tells me to slow down. But I definitely want to clean my stencil before I move on to anything else, because I don't want it to stain. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get all of it up, but I'm going to do my darndest. It doesn't have to be pristine. It just has to come up. Technically, I could have did it on my glass, like a glass surface, which is what I'm going to do for the other one. Got a few more ink blending to do before I move on into assembly. And again, Miss Carol from Carol Cricket Creations, like, make it your own. You know, you can always get inspired. So I was inspired by her, and then I just wanted to add my own little twist. And I don't mind saying that I was inspired by other folk. I watch a lot of videos, and I'm in awe of a lot of my crafting heroes. Miss Carol is one. Miss Rita to the Rescue is another. Leo from Dreaming Tree is another crafting hero in Cricut. I'm just all over the map with what I like. I like to learn a new technique. I think that's good. Let me stop talking. I like to learn new things, so I'm all down for learning whatever new for me. Okay, so see, I got it pretty clean. Put that over to the side. And then my New Year's resolution when I was crafting was to make sure I clean as I go. That's how my mom taught me how to cook. Clean as you go, then you don't have as much mess to clean up later. So that's what I'm trying to do in my crafting. Okay, I got a couple of sets of these because I cut out more than I needed. So I'm going to get, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets here. 6, 3. So you start with a full set. And then for these are cut like a half here. So you do full, half, full. Should be another half, shingle, 1, 2, 3, and then another full. Okay, and that's the pattern that we're going to follow. Then we got a full, we have half, a full, a full. I have extra. One side, 1, 3, 1 side. I don't know, I got an extra one. Let's make sure I got the pattern right. Full, half, full, half, full, half, full, half, full. Okay, that's the pattern. All right, so here I'm using some more Memento ink and a little finger dauber. So this is Memento Potter's ink. Potter's clay. This is from, I'm not going to start, or I'll butcher that name. So all I'm going to do is just, and I don't want it light, I'm just doing a really light hand. I don't want a lot of ink here, just enough so you can barely see it. So you can barely see that on the edge. That's all I'm doing, because I want it real subtle. So I'm not using a lot of pressure. And then once we get this on, I should have did these off camera. I should have did most of them off camera, because it's just me doing the same thing. Things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ink this guy back up. But I'm going to do most of it up on this, because like I said, I want it to be real subtle. I don't want it to be too deep. And you could have used gray if you wanted to go like for a more smoky look. Like a gray color would work. But I just grabbed whatever I saw in my stash and just went with it. I didn't even really try to match it up. As a matter of fact, if you like this color, you could have used white cardstock and then just colored this to match your ink. Okay, so that took care of that. So I'm going to attach these first. So my glue is here. So I have my little glue thing, and it's Barely Art craft glue, precision craft glue that's in here. This is button on the other side of my craft room, and that's not coming out. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me grab a pen. This one, grab a pen to get through. See, let's hold up on the glue. Put that back up. Okay, there we go. All right, so for this first course of shingles, it's gonna go, and I don't think I have enough. There we go. So it's gonna go like a little overhang. So I'm just gonna lay it down here. It's just gonna overhang. So wherever I decide to stick it, is where it's gonna go. So I'm gonna be really trying to make sure that my shingles are even on both sides. So on here and here, before the glue sets. Okay, and then the idea is to use the next one that's like a half shingle, so you can get some variation. So you can play with it and make sure you got your spacing right. Because then they look off-centered. And then this one centered. And then this one is here. And then I'm assuming, depending on how much you space it, because there's the line. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the line. If you get further in. Yeah. Then, yeah. So I can move this down a little. But hey, I'm just going to go for it and just do whatever. I'm not going to overly fuss with it, is what I'm getting at. The only thing that I'm fussing with is making sure that these line up from end to end. Yeah, like that. Let's see, all like cutscene I'm going to do. Because like I said, now this one, I'm just doing an extra one because I already got the boys done. So the boys are done. So I needed to I think I'm going to give one to my mother-in-law's. So just a happy while I'm in here. Move that down over and just make sure you get it before the glue sets. So this is a half of one. Okay, good deal. Put that down here. Like I said, just make sure you got a coverage from side to side. Can move that down a little. And like I said, it's no big deal. There's no longer read, no right or wrong. Just get it on there. And then I will have my Easter projects done. So I'm going to line that up to the score line. And not to cover the score line, but right up to it, but up right against it. And that's what that's going to look like on one side. Pretty. So we're going to do the other side. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm just going to push it up ever so slightly. Just depends on how much you want it to overhang on your design. And we'll do that. So with the phone here. Now you don't have to use liquid adhesive. You can use a tape runner, but I don't feel I'm never comfortable with those. I don't feel like I have enough grace, like time to move stuff around, personally. So I tend to go with the liquid glue, just so I can shift stuff around. And these are going in quick. Second time, I always go faster than the first time. With that, we're out. Tricky. Looks like we're doing good on time. Yeah, thanks, Miss Carol, because I really love these shingles. They're so simple to do and to cut out. It just was like really easy, especially with the pen, using the pen to cut the shape of the lines. Okay, that's how that's gonna go. That's gonna be pretty. Okay, so that takes care of the room. And stick that on there. Lay like the thing. So I'll put that back on there before I have pen stuck everywhere. And then let's do the main assembly for this. So this is real easy. Before I do the assembly, let me get my little slide. Oh, yeah, here it is. So like I said, I didn't need anything fancy with the having the Cricut. Sometimes cutting out acetate is more trouble than it's worth. I'm just gonna eyeball it and call it a day. There we go. So I'm gonna actually I should have put this down first, and that would have allowed the glue to dry. Yeah, only thing you want to just be mindful of is don't cover up your score lines. It's the only thing. So that's the acetate. And then this is how that's going to go. So we're not just going to press on. I've done enough of these 3D crafting projects to kind of know how things are laid out, because they're all basically the same. I've done a lot of, yeah, I should have masked. I don't know. I've never actually, I said, oh yeah, let's just do this. It was like a last minute thought. So they just have a white plain piece of paper. I'm like, well, that's no fun. So, okay, so I kind of messed up on this side. even though it's going to be hidden, sometimes it's just, even if other folks don't see the details, So these tabs did not require to be stenciled. I mean, you could have saved your ink, but like I said, I just was trying to practice with stenciling since I don't do a lot of it. But I think I'm going to be doing more because the more you do, the better you get. And since I messed that one up, I'm going to put that at the bottom, and then this is going to go over like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hurry up and get this in, and then I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure it's secured. But I want to make sure I get enough glue so it'll catch this like here. And then I'm going to turn it over and make sure everything looks good. My box feels a little wonky. Okay, that's only because I have not went in and placed my bone folder. I got down in there and smoothed it out. I didn't think about it, but I'm pretty sure I have some, I have some pattern paper that I got from some Eastern pattern paper. So yeah, see, it's like a milk jug. So technically, you could have just left it like that. But I always forget to add my little bunny. Oh, no. Here it is. Happy Easter. I want this one. So I used this. I could have just did the plain paper and just, but hey, it's a sticker and I don't have to use my liquid adhesive. I'm going to stick that right there. And it's a nice little sticker. And it turned out really good. And so what I'm going to do next is, since everything's ready, what I'm going to do next is get this on here. And I forgot to go grab my hole punch. So this is what it's going to look like. And then I will grab my twine and my hole punch, and then we will call this a done project. I'll be right back because I forgot to grab that. Okay. So when you put the house on, I'm just turning it upside down, kind of making sure that I have it like centered. Before I grab that, I got to go grab some holding. If oh, come on. I'm back into focus. Focus. I don't know. There we go. Couple of these. Okay. So see, it's kind of like a skewed. So you want to make sure that I grab it and hold it, like when I put the holes in there for the twine, or you could use ribbon. I just want to make sure I got it kind of even on both sides. I made the mistake on doing one of them. It wasn't quite even. I was kind of mad at myself because I didn't notice it. But so I'm trying to make sure I got it even on this side and that side. It doesn't have to be perfect, just fairly. And then I'm going to grab these so that they'll stay in place. And then I'm going to grab my hole puncher. I'm using the bigger. I could use a smaller one. I've got two sizes of the hole punch, but I don't want to not have enough room to struggle. Those are awful. Struggle with not getting the twine through there. So all I'm going to do is place a hole here and then come over and place a hole there. And that was my solution. Again, Miss Kill had glued this shut and then glued this to this. And I'm like, how are the kids are supposed to get the candy out of there? So that's my solution. If you glue this together and then glue this on top of that. And it didn't say, and when I looked at our instructions, it didn't say you left the bottom open so the kids could get it. So there we go. That's just my thing. That's my thought. So I'm just going to cut a fair amount of twine. And then I'm going to thread. And I think that, I don't know why it drives me insane. And I was just thinking, you know what? You can at least try to glue that or tape that or something. Keep that from coming loose. Just drives me insane. Okay, there we go, back in focus. Sorry, I was trying to work on something. That didn't work. Okay, so again, I'm being very generous with my twine only because if I do this again, I'll probably use a darker color. But I was just playing around. Just when I look at it, because everything's so light. And then I'll tie a bow. And I really like this twine because of the gold. It's like one of my go-to things. So I'll tie a nice bow. And we'll have a nice bow on the top. It's not that and then we'll just trim the edges off on the side and call it a day. And then our tree box, crumb, crumb, crumb. Probably, I don't know which way it wants to go now. I'm just putzing with it. But okay, let me do it again. It's not bothering me. I'm sure I could putz with this offline. Oh, there we go. It's going to do what it's supposed to do. We'll just bring the tails around. Okay, I'm just going to trim this on a diagonal, trim that on a diagonal. There we go. And it's done. I don't know what my bow is doing. It's doing something weird. But you don't have to use twine. You can use some ribbon to go through the holes. But this is the spirit of the box. It looks great. Got some Cadbury eggs and just gonna fill it up. I'm gonna put some, fill it up with some grass, some colorful grass. And then, although I do get why she wanted it to stick, because it does look nice. But again, I didn't want them to destroy the box, trying to get to the candy, and then you can't use it for anything else. So yeah, those are my two projects. There you go. So if you like this, what I'm doing, please comment, subscribe, like, send a comment. I'm just really happy to be able to present you with these fancy treat boxes that you can actually turn into. You don't have to use it for Easter. You can use it for any special occasion. Can repurpose this for Mother's Day and add a little bird, or find another cute decorations. I can decorate the back of this, which I probably will, since it's weird back there, but you never know. Guys, and the options are endless. So I'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.